Oh wow. We gotta get a horse bluted. Bluted? Never heard that one before. Hello, Miss Hello Bear. How are we? Welcome to Dracula 3. Ah, ah, ah. Not fond of the frame rate of this mouse, but that's fine. Hello. Nope, we're good. Good frame rate in game. It's fine. It's fine. I did have to restart my computer because the frame rate of the game was bad. It's about, a 3 in 4 chance I have to do that. How are we doing? Have we had a nice day? Have days been days?
Wow, this door looks thicker than any I've ever seen.
That's because it's a pair of stone columns. Hi, Jeep. Howby dooby. We're here. And we are ready for game. Believe it or not, game. Ooh, that sound. So yeah, are we really ready? No. Well, you might be, I'm not. So last time we managed to somehow, accidentally, not particularly well, break into the castle via an underground route which saw us concealing ourselves in a coffin for reasons. Saying hello to the crow. Doing Fibonacci puzzles for reasons. Yeah. Just stuff. We've just been doing stuff, basically. Hang on, let me adjust volumes. Make the game a little bit. Yeah. So we discovered that the archaeologist we've been sort of pestering occasionally, is a proto-Nazi who is trying to become Dracula because he believes that the Aryans deserve to be immortal, and Dracula will do that. Not sure why he thinks that, for sure. So we found him in the basement of the castle, and we locked him there because it was him or us. And we said we're going to go back and get him, but I have no intention of doing. We also solved Picross, which in the scroll to this stream I did describe as Picrucifix because I'm very smart and clever like that. Hope he melts in acid. Fingers crossed. We did feed him what was probably blood. He wanted a drink of some kind. In order for him to give us his lighter, which I think we have. Hope Dracula eats him like a bunch of grotted juice boxes. Num num num. Yeah, better a crucifix than the other type of cross, which we definitely avoided. So we also have. Can I put things there? No, I want to. Oh, okay. Consolidate thing a little bit. So yeah, just as a reminder of what we have in our inventory, if you want to try and predict where this game's going, we have someone else's Bible. We have an old coin with a skull on it, which was probably given to us by Maria, who is a vampire, or Thrall thereof, who might also be the same person as the person we came here to try and turn into a saint, but failed. We have a host, who's the Christian bready thing, which, funnily enough, we used to make those little UFO sherbet sweets. Factory that made them found their sales dwindling, so we're like, how do we sell these? Quick, turn them into sherbet UFOs. Maybe God will kill him at the end. Maybe God will kill him with a giant crucifix. We have a syringe for reasons. We still have our forked stick, our happy friend. Seriously, yep, that's how the UFO thingies. They're made of communion wave. Which I think is the same thing as those. Might not be, but either way. Monkey wrench. We've got a wrench. We've got a stake and hammer. Classic. Got a lighter, some holy water. Rowan berries. That's probably something to do with a myth. Chain. We've had that since almost the beginning. We got a bomb. We got Chekhov's bomb. A couple of feathers. Garlic in a box. A box of garlic. A crucifix. Someone else's crucifix. Again, we burned ours. And a wild rose branch. Again, for reason. Classic garlic in a box. Now $4.99. Okay. So. Yeah. We can move this because the ghosts told us we can. Very nearly fell on us, that one. Here we are. Is there anything to investigate? No? Okie dokie. Another feather! 3 feathers! Birds of a feather, 3 together. Brilliant. It's like a jack-in-the-box, but if you spin it, it's just gone.
What happens at the end of the route?
The initiate must accomplish one last rite.
Flashback.
He won't be able to unless he's understood all he's achieved before.
Well, we're screwed.
If he knows the order of the trials, as well as the objects and symbols related to each of them.
Okay, this is going to be a very nerdy thing that I'm going to point out here. But that might be the first time I've ever heard a flashback being told in spring reverb. Usually you do like plate reverb or something like convolution, not spring reverb. Not a 60s guitar. Anyway, hello. Ooh. Meow. Cannot meow. Legit thought it was a locked command. Dear.
Closed tight.
Closed tight. Cool. More.
Twigs. A jackdaw is nesting in this stone mouth.
I thought twigs was a very British exclamation. Oh, twigs. Twigs and fiddlesticks. Extinguished torch. I don't know. Well. Oh, we have to pentagram that up, maybe. Okay. Just gonna have a bit of a wander around. Is this like the final? This can't be the final puzzle. We haven't seen a Dracula yet. All right. Swing. Ooh. Bottle no. Oh, it's my blood. Ooh, nick my blood. What are you doing with my blood? Rude. Blood. Moon. Playthrough is not allowed to end until we see a Dracula. Exactly. Maybe we were the Dracula all along. Wow. I'm assuming I have to light these in an order, or do the crucifix thing, the pentagram thing. Another extinguished torch. Another pad. Okay. How many of these are there? 7. There were 7 rights, weren't there? Oh god, we have to go into our documents. Oh no. Help! It's so laggy. We still didn't do anything with the books in the hotel. Are we gonna go back to the hotel? I keep thinking about that. BRB. You're just like, this is gonna take ages, I can make a drink. Or some dinner. Or maybe a small patio. Right. Balls in red and black. This was... Oh, hello. Okay, I did not notice that before. Got those symbols. Okay. This is what we're looking. We're here. We are in the thing. I don't know how we will recognize what direction we're facing. That's got the pie one. And that's got the trident.
There was something thrilling about being in the show tonight.
Yep, not having to watch it.
Hydrant. Hi, Kiro. Something to do with the flags, maybe? No, there's no flags there, just curtains. Well, they match up with the symbols on the rocks, right? Which were, if I remember correctly, trident, pie, ladder, or something like that. Martha, isn't it? Tower of Babel. I don't know why we keep keep getting a picture of the Tower of Babel. I don't know what. They covered that up for some reason. Just got home. Hope it was good. Sundial. What did that do? I don't know what that did. Unless that told me which way north was. Or south, I don't know which way sundial goes. Managed to persuade 3 people to look into Clear Obscure. Nice! Good job! Okay, there was this. These corresponded to stuff. This was to do with the cup, if I remember correctly. The one was the cup. Oh, I can't do it. Can't do it like any. There we go. 1 blood in a cup. It's blood in a cup. 2 sacrifice animals. 4 leaves. These 4 leaves lie undisturbed now. Now you're not here. P syndrome, blood tests, blah blah blah. Dracula. Should we flick through Dracula? No, we don't have it. Wait. Lords of Twilight. That's the Thule Society. Talking about how vampires reproduce, as it were. Well, that wasn't useful. Hidden Apocalypse, word searches. At least still 4 of these to do. Crucifixion, yes, because there's no cup there, so that was the clue for that. Is Dracula. Oh, Havanga, I don't know.
Blood.
Blood. And if you tell you the documents you need, I would be very grateful because we have 100 documents and this is incredibly laggy. And a mummy and daddy vampire love each other very much. This scroll bar doesn't even work. Oh my god. The map of the Turkish prison.
Careful. If I go the wrong way through this door, I'll certainly injure myself. Careful. If I go the wrong way through this door, I'll certainly injure myself.
That was a 1 in 277 chance. Good job.
I was checking to see if the strongbox was locked.
Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna try and find. Oh, map of Turkish prison. Oh, I don't want. Okay. Oh, okay. Also, maybe knowing which way north is isn't.
Can't you open the security lock here? I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Baghdad. Yedag. Mount of the Dragon. Mount of the Offering. Of Dragon. Of Death. Of Purifying Fire. Of Punishment. Of Fox. And Sacrifice. Right. I'm going to write this down because I don't want to have to go through this again. Path of the Fox. That would have been a much better game. So, this one, Baghdad. Mount of Offering. Then Durgan. Then Death. Then Purifying fire. Then punishment. Then fox. And finally sacrifice. Yeah. Sacrifice, as the Italians say. There should also be some symbols with some of them. Should there be? Oh yeah, so there keeps coming back. Okay. Punishment. Well, fingers crossed. Fox. Is that Fox? Fox gets the pentagram. Nice. Fox gets pentagram. Sacrifice is, funnily enough, the upside down crucifix. You would think it'd be the right way up, given how they used to actually crucify people. Frayman beating well in game, yeah, Lagman. Frayman, occasionally Frayman takes time off and goes into games. A little holiday. For the other symbols I need the mountain, Martha's photo, and the microphone. Yes. I remember those. Those were the ones I did write down. Ooh, my computer desktop's not having a great time either. It's fine. It was quite early we got them.
Gnar. Kudwalium. His hair's splur. I tell you, Watson, this reads like complete gibberish.
Twice in 2 streams. Good job. No. Okay, no, this was, I found this in her house, right? There must be, mountains microphone. That's thingy, that's Trident Pie ladder. Is the fact that the sun's there, is that important? Confused, didn't realize he was trying to speak Cthulhu, yeah. Where's the other one? Why is my desktop is refreshing a lot? Game is doing things to my computer. Fox's flight. The third one? Or no. Can't tell. Yeah, ox sacrifice. Okay, so we're reading from right to left, I guess. So blood offering, ox sacrifice, fox. I see. We're going around from there. But we still don't know which ones are which. Found it. Can you make it bigger? No? Okay. Okay, there's that one. I'm assuming that's the pie one. Is that a bow tie? Oh no, upside down cross? I guess then offering is trident. Dragon is pie. Death is ladder. And then fire is something. Unless there was another symbol that I forgot in the other, which might be the case. Yeah, everybody did better than Sherlock. Show me the microfilm. Please, show me. There was trident pie ladder. I don't know what the other one is. Unless it's on the picture of the wall. Did I miss it there? No. I guess that's just a clue to where I should be putting these symbols. I also still don't know the direction, unless the sundial was supposed to be a clue, but I don't know where that is in relation to where we're now. Is that the entrance over there? It's night, so I don't know where the sun should be. Unless this is... But we literally haven't done anything, so let's just try some stuff. Okay. Keep doing the ones I know, I guess. This one was upside down. Cross. Boom. Every time you think of a trident, a voice in your head goes, "Ruthlessness is a mercy upon ourselves," and this is fine. Yay. Then we have the fox one. Last time I did this, there was a jump scare. Oh, epic. Oh, my desktop is not happy I'm playing the game right. This one. Hang on. Yep, got that one right. Let's move away from that. This is the one I don't know. Purifying fire. Vehicle got big ears. Let's save. Oh no! Can't save without going through this menu. There we go. Now a save. And now back to lag. Oh no. All the better to hear. According to Cheeb, all I needed was a mountain pick. So evidently I'm missing something. This is the microfilm. So there's ladder, pie, trident. That's if that's a mountain, it's the one I want the symbol of. But I don't think I can see it. It's quite difficult to see the rest of them, to be honest, but quite difficult to do anything on this menu. Which one? Yeah, this is purifying fire. Yeah, I wouldn't say it from there, would I? Yeah, so that was Fox Peak that they're talking about. Hmm. Is there a symbol in here? This is fire, right? There's a crucifix. Vlad's having a little drinkies. You enjoying a migraine? Oh no! Oh no, miss. I hope it passes very, very soon. And have a lovely look. As lovely as one can, given the circumstances. Boo indeed. Cheap, do you have any advice as where I can find the symbol for the fire one? Map of the Turkish prison, you find it 3 upside down cross pentagrams swastika. The microfilm gives you trident by a ladder. Martha's photo gives you the last. Does it? Left of the trident. Oh, I've been doing it wrong. Is it the bow tie? That bow tie? I thought it was. I thought I could see the symbol there. I pop in and out. We're mostly going to be in blanket cocoon with Luna. Yeah. That's why Luna wants to join. More the merrier in the blanket cocoon. Yeah. Supposed to be a wedge. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm going to assume it's a bow tie. It also means I've been doing this wrong. So... if fire is ladder... death is eye. Offering is trident. Oh, sorry, dragon is trident. And offering is bow tie. Okay. So that only means I've done this one, apparently. What's going on? A fantastic question. We're supposed to be putting symbols into plinths based on all of the things we've learned throughout the game, and I haven't learned anything, so let's just go around and... Okay, I've at least moved that. Oh no, they're both there. Well, okay. Yeah, there are 7 mountains. They've got symbols on them. We've tried to piece together which symbols they are based on things. which is apparently important. Oh, it's like Arx Fatalis all over again. We just got into the castle, and apparently we're supposed to know that we're supposed to do. Okay, let's look at the thing. Because it's very not play. I thought it was a hash symbol at first. Somebody in chat corrected. Probably cheap. And that was when we were standing. Or there four? There might be four rolls. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this should be the only one I've gotten wrong. It has 4 sports. Sports! The Dutch word for wrong? Okay, let's go back to the absolutely tiny photo I'm supposed to find a symbol in. Nice. So that looks like a wedge, doesn't it? Oh, it looks like a bow tie. Unless that's just part of the mountain and not the symbol I'm supposed to be looking for. It is a bow tie, so why was the bow tie not working? Maybe it's not supposed to cross over? They're going to be picky about that? Maybe I have to draw the triangle separately? And maybe I have to undo this somehow. Do I like this tool? Apparently not yet. Okay, now it works. How many times did I try that? Right, I think we now have them set. We're not looking at that. Inverted cross, inverted pentacle, ladder, amenta, trident, and bow tie. I wonder what they call blood. Blood. Okay, and I'm guessing light up the torches in order from here.
Blood.
Blood.
Boaty blood.
Boaty blood. To learn the objects, you have to use the drawings and spot the differences and use runic anthology. Object? Also, I may be... No, I am done. Will I come later?
Bow tie.
Go here, we not look at the symbol. I said don't look at the symbol. Go. Where's Pickle when you need her? Each of it has a gargoyle, a panel on top unlit torch. Each pillar represents part of the dragon. Your goal is it to find the right item. Oh, I have to put an item in the bottom one. I see. I see. Okay, so this is the first one, which was offering, so we want blood. Do we don't have a vial of our own blood. We have a syringe. We picked up a vial that used to have our blood in it. Doesn't anymore. With the bomb in the Nazi one, blow it up. I mean, that one is called punishment, so... Yeah, I took this out. Actually, hang on, what did that say? It used to contain your blood. You were surprised to find it empty, placed in front of a pillar of the ruins of the Castle of Twilight. Okay. Blood sacrifice. This involves so much cross... I like the idea of a game that gives you a lot of things that you have to cross-reference and find little differences between, but god, the interface kills this. I don't want to. A search would be nice. What, is this a search? I can tag things as trash. Tagged game. Order of acquisition, sort by origin. Sort by tag. Ox sacrifice. Can I like label this? Oh, okay. Let's see. I can actually kind of label this appropriately. This flight is 3. They kind of planned for this, and I'm assuming when the game came out it ran better. Fire. There's that one again. I'm gonna spot the difference. Okay, well, I'm using the game's mechanics as intended. Let's do this properly. Fire's 5. Apparently. Anonymous letter. Yeah, that's just a threat. Sacrifice. I don't know which one that was. It's not sacrifice. Sacrifice was an ox. But this was definitely a thing that came up later. Yeah. Iphigenia. Sacrifice of Iphigenia. The difference being one of them got stabbed and one of them didn't. Alright. Okay, another fox. Oh. Oh, it has... Oh, Budapest. That was in the inn. That was in the dispensary. Oh, okay. That's a piece of information we probably don't need. Thank you. There's 3. Hope you're all enjoying spooky season. Punishment 4. Are you all suitably
Not permitted
spooked?
that way, it seems, and no way to pry it open.
So spooked. Fire. 5. Fight fire with 5. You aren't doing spooky. Ow. In Sebastian, I think that one was also. Can we find something in this? All wounds the last one killed. You got any idea what's going on? Not a clue, mate.
You gave him a 1?
He's never been better.
Only a person with a wooden leg should open this door.
Good to know. Spooky season can extend into November and December. Frankly, it might if this game takes longer. Just this game. I'm not gonna play anything else. Punishment. Or again. For again, we're doing. I really am trying to click. Blood of the dragon? Is this blood? Dragon, I guess, maybe? Dragon? Possibly. I'll put this under dragon. Not much more after this. Okay. Well, that gives me hope. Oh, well. Hang on. Discord still thinks I'm in Discord for some reason. I tried to scroll up and Discord did as well. How strange. Okay, we're good. Yay, not much more. Most other games you'd be asking if you had something prepared for after this. Based on how this is going, you're not worried about it. Fair. I do have something prepared for after this, but okay, I probably haven't gone through everything. In fact, I almost certainly haven't. I was trying to drag. Oh my god! Crucifixion. Yeah, that was one. So we didn't have all of these, did we? True. Yeah, we had two. Not very helpful. Yeah, after this meeting, the rest of the stream. Yeah. Okay. This was 3. Fire. 5. Punishment 4. Okay, there are the ones that are obvious at least, so let's sort by tag. Hopefully that'll allow us to more easily flip through these. Oh, we put all the ones with tags at the bottom. Okay. Okay, we know blood, ox sacrifice. Do we know what this says? To the Dark Lord, throbbing life. 4 leaves. Seems interesting. Okay, fox. Bird in a tree. So feathers? Free as a foxy who knows more than one way. I think the only difference is the bird. Yeah, I'm going with feather. Feather fox. Ow, I just stabbed myself in the hand. This is my blood. Punishment. This was all the hats. The flag. The number of things on the table. That symbol there, sundial. All wound, the last one kills. Symbol of the Turkish Empire. I'll be telling you if things are correct just so you don't have to second guess. Thank you. A lot of things change in this one. There's the little things on the desk. There's that. All wound, some kills. There's looks like the sundial outside. There's the Turkish flag, but in this one, only thing that changed... No, nothing. Nothing changes between these. Okay. This also has multiple pages. Yeah, that's all. Okay. So it's just these two that have differences. Ship's further away. It's Georgian. Genoa? No, not Georgia. Maybe specifically something with heads connected to that picture. Yeah, which we also used in an earlier puzzle. Yeah, there's the hats. I thought perhaps unwisely that we'd already done that, so... Maybe nails in heads. The syringe? We found this in someone's head. Yeah, okay. Okay, syringe. It's a bit tenuous, but we're getting there, we're getting there. On to number 5, purifying fire. They look the same. Spear? What are you holding? Not a spear. Torch. Is that the only difference? Oops. Oh, is that the one you light the torch of? Is that the idea? I was thinking it had something to do with the torch. Yes, okay. I would have tried that, to be fair. But also it probably would have taken me a while. So thank you. And I don't know if we have anything for the other ones. Death and Dragon. Maybe we do? What's supposed to do with cups? Death is the funeral. Okay, so that was the one where someone died. Died or didn't die. No, hang on, that's not funeral. That's something else. That was sacrifice of what's her face. Here we are. Oh no, it's AI. Kill it. Bondswoman whom Achilles and Patroclus had taken captive screamed aloud for grief. Dragon is blood of dragon. Makes sense. Okay, so yeah, funeral of death reasons. Don't know why all the other ones with killing weren't death, for sure. This is post-death, if anything. Do I have another one of this? I do. Did not realize I had to. Again, a way to tag these more generally would be nice. But... Sort by tags. Ball gag. Hope whoever's not paying much attention to the screen enjoyed that. Now, I don't remember picking up a ball gag. Oh, is it the coin? Charon. Charon. It's not Charon, is it? It's the other. Oh, no, it is Charon, but it's the river's different, not Stick. Something else. There. Charon. Acheron. There we go. Okay, so coin. Death is coin. That makes sense. Dragon is blood of dragon. Whatever that means. Offering is blood. I still don't know a sacrifice. Ox sacrifice. Animal blood, 3 leaves, is rowan berries. Do I have any? Oh, I do have another ox sacrifice right here. Oh, but it's okay. Not too helpful. Do I have another ox sacrifice? Anybody got any ox sacrifices? Sacrifices? Sacrifices. You know, have you got one just sort of hanging out in the shed? I know you always, you know, keep an ox sacrifice even when you don't need one. You put it in the back of the shed and you forget it's there. There's something you don't remember? Things to do with oak. With oak. I did think they were oak leaves, to be fair, but I didn't connect that to anything else. I've got it. The Oak King and Rowan are characters of Bear. So it's it's not the berries. Wild Rose? Forked Stick, is that oak? The only other wooden thing I think I have. Didn't do it. I'm getting suspicious though. I'm getting suspicious. It's not any of the wooden things. Thank you. The bomb. Just destroy the whole place. Chain. I've got a stake. Presumably we need that for Dracula. Gun? No. Don't know why you'd need holy water to get into Dracula's thing. Do I have it? Something to do with oak. It's the lighter, because if you're standing in the dark, I can use the lighter to see you, also known as to peek at you. And if I can peek at you, you get that from oak in Pokemon games. So it's that. That was when the painting changed? They expect you to what? Just realized something else. I'm glad you're having realizations. Reading a walkthrough. Walkthrough shouldn't give you realizations. It should reveal things. Should just be factual. Oak. Oh, and the painting changed? I don't remember when did a painting change? Remember anything about what happened when Stefan died? Yes. They covered over the Tower of Babel. I don't know what they covered it over with. Tower of Babel. It does not have to do with the Tower of Babel. Okay, fine. Covered up the mirrors. There was a big patch of stuff on the floor. Imagine it has to do with the painting that covered the Tower of Babel. Well, I don't have that in my thing, because I couldn't look at it. Oh, hang on. Solitary oak tree. Solitary. Oh, maybe it was. The morning after second Luke. Yeah, I do have it, apparently. I forgot. Right. Solitary oak tree. I don't have to look in depth at the paint. It's just supposed to connect the oak leaves to Stefan. What? I instinctively went to just close the game. So I have his neck. Is that what this is? Oh, it was. Yeah, it had like an emblem on it, and we took it off. And I only remember that because I went through this to find locked commands. It just says small chain. It doesn't even say Stefan's necklace. Oh, that's rude. Okay, well, let's do that then. I guess he was a sacrifice. I mean, he wasn't. He was just murdered. Sure. So was the lady with the syringe in her head, and we're putting that somewhere else. Okay, right. We have all the things, apparently. So we're gonna go. First things first, turn that off. Oh, it takes a while. Takes a while. Sacrifice. Necklace. In you go. Over here. Turn this off. Fox feather. Sorry. Oh, I can't get sensor picker up. Where's sensor? Hang on. I'll do it manually. There she is. This one was syringe. Actually, did I put the feather in? One sec. I did put feather. I like how they give you a clue to the feather by having a nest in. And that's the only one I knew. So this one is the syringe. Oh. And then we go over here. We alt tab again. We unpickle. We go back. This is... Oh, hang on, the torch. Oh, I'll go back to that. It's fine. Torch is good. This is death. Is the coin. There, turn off torch. Walkthrough said Father Arno took Stefan's necklace under the painting of an oak. Really wondering how they were expected you to remember that. Which was the painting change, but that caused you to remember the Tower of Babel more than the oak tree, so they failed. It's worth pointing out that the only reason I have that in my inventory is because I checked it. And I don't think I had to check it. It's entirely possible I get to this point in the game and just not have that. Dragon blood. What is dragon blood? Do I have dragon blood? Holy water? Lighter fluid? The bomb. Rowan berries. I don't know, it was dragon blood. Did not label the necklace as Stefan, so they're really stretching that. But yeah, this is old school adventure game. Even though, I would like to remind you, this is not an old school game. Oh, hang on. Computer's doing funny things because things got plugged in and unplugged. It's fine. Okay, I still don't know what that is. So I'm gonna come back. That you should not fire. This is my blood. Which one am I missing? Dragon. You said it was dragon's blood, but I don't know what that means. I have to very briefly go over there to the... This is going great. Okay. Boom. Cool. Blood of Dragon's supposed to have 2 pictures. Okay. Let's go searching. Oh, it's having even more fun this time. Oh, it's bad. Oh no. Again, it's entirely possible I would just not have a picture. Can feel the chug. Yep, let me just circle the mouse. There we are, look at that. Getting a good 1 frame a second there. It might be in another thing. Might not be called dragon. Circle? No. I don't think I have the other one. Oh, right. No, you're commenting on the lag, I see. Fair enough, fair enough. Can they see what that is? What's in there? Show me. Just like the other, it's supposed to be called Blood of the Dragon. Okay. Well, I don't appear to have found that. So screw me, I guess? I mean, it's the last thing I need, so I can just try putting stuff in, right? Yeah, I don't know how, I don't have that. And I don't know how I was supposed to have it. I don't. I'm getting out of this menu. Help! Oh, look at that. Frames! Frames! Right. Okay. Oh, I've got to go back in. Get to my inventory. Yeah. Don't know. Well, let's okay. Let's have a look at the one I do have. See if there's anything I can spot that might go missing in the other. If I have the wrong one, then I'm kind of screwed. That's fine. There's the mirror. 7 stones in the background. You're having a chomp. What did this say? Siegfried takes off his clothes, bathes in the blood of the beast in order to acquire invulnerability. Did I not pick up the do I not just not have it? What is it? Can you soft lock? Is that a thing? I rotate my saves, so needs be. I mean, if I didn't acquire this page, theoretically I didn't acquire... Not soft lock because I just saw it. What did I just saw? Here is my inventory. Yep, nothing in the other ones. There's my inventory. I have a bibble, I have a host, I have the forked stick, monkey wrench, steak and ham, a lighter, bomb, rowan berries, vial with holy water, 2 more feathers, a box with garlic, crucifix, and a wild rose branch. Was there something I needed to pick up that I have not? I think the answer is yes, we've already established that. But, I did not pick up the mirror. Oh, I needed to pick up the mirror. Okay. Okay, well there was a mirror in the thing. I did think mirror, but I forgot there was a mirror there, so thank you. Spooks! We're in. You know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna save. In theory, if that built up properly, that would have been a fun puzzle. It was not. Persuasive speech was just graded and you got a 14.85 out of 15. Yay! Hey, you did the thing. Good job. Heck yeah. You got rewarded for your hard work. We, meanwhile, are about to get punished for our... Let's go. Oh, hello. Is there a Dracula here? Is this a Dracula? Is this full of horse bones? Let's say hello to the horse bone. Where? What does that say? Under this flagstone lies the body of Vad the Great. Let's go, mate, Vlad. There's his foot. Should I be looking somewhere else? Oh, there we go.
What to do now? My God, guide me.
Do we not even see his face? Well, we have some choices. Time to kill Vlad. Does he have a head? We don't have proof of this. Okay, so maybe this is also supposed to be a kind of puzzle because it's like they've built up through the game. Oh, some of the myths about vampires, they just don't work. We're carrying a crucifix, so that's not going to help. Garlic has affected us. Seems to be the only thing they get rid of. The stake. What's his face tried to stake the lady in the thing and that just didn't work. Stake is plausible. Holy water. The only thing the game's given me a clue will work to at least harm them is garlic. I don't think anything else has... The host? They talked about the rituals in the beginning of trying to keep the vampires away with the host and whatnot, but the host just blew away. Or something like that. I saved before. I did save before coming down, but I will happily do it here as well. Cool. Well, I'm going to try garlic, because that was my first thought. Eat garlic! Smush it into his face. And...
Hey, Father Arno, it's Professor Kruger.
What?
Hey, come back up.
Professor Kruger? Bet it isn't.
Hey, Father Arno, it's Professor Kruger.
Let's go. I got a steak.
Professor Von Kruger.
Father Arno, at last I found you.
But what are you doing here?
I came to help you. I have the serum.
Oh, you what? Crying. How did you find me?
It wasn't easy, believe me.
I think I'm nearing my goal.
Beware of illusions. Alone and sick, you won't get far.
Reasonable. After coming this far, can you still doubt the existence of vampires?
Father Arno, I beg of you, get back in touch with reality. You are the victim of visions. I've taken a long trip to save your life.
Your accent's kind of faltering. Have you seen Janos?
Don't worry. He is no longer a threat for us.
Weren't you working with him? I consulted documents that are very compromising for you.
Really? enemies deceive you. I have other documents with me that will prove my good faith. Father Arno, till now I haven't wanted to alarm you, but your tests have confirmed what I suspected. You are suffering from a powerful variant of P syndrome, a type with a very rapid evolution that can alter your thinking. Come up quickly to me. I have the serum. For the love of God, don't tarry. We must absolutely put a stop to the process.
I mean, this is a bad idea, right?
Hey! Answer me, please! Your life depends on it.
Well, in for a penny. Is that it?
We have to talk. It's important.
Oh, dear.
You are in danger. Be careful.
Right, okay, we'll carry on with this thing, shall we? Am I playing like Buckaroo or something? Oh, it's getting weaker. Oh, we have to do all the things.
Hey, come back up.
We'll do all the things. Dynamite. Crucifix? You know like crucifixes? Crucifixes?
Hey, Father Arno, it's Professor Kruger.
We're in cutscenes, go away. His neck's staying the same though. Do you like bibbles? Berry? Smoosh those in your face. Presumably you've got one. After this I'm going to show you a picture of the Dracula this game's supposed to have. Rose? Okay, wild rose. Didn't that grow next to the grave of a vampire?
He won't come.
Oh, there's the guy. And the host. And now bomb! Do we need this sting every time? Practically fossilized now.
An illusion. It was just an illusion. And now I've lost all my weapons. But one.
He did say beware of illusions. Bomb. Time for bomb. Maria? I have a bomb! Screw you! Also a Bible I can whack you around the head. Did you lose them if it was an illusion? It was an illusion.
Arno, I'm so happy you made it this far. You're going to succeed.
Smack with the Bible!
Maria. Can I really call you that?
Martha?
Yes. That is the name I chose. The old one was Martha, as you've doubtless understood.
I got it!
What happened to you?
When I was
It was
Martha,
pretty obvious.
hidden by a veil, happiness was forbidden me. So I lived to care for others. When I learned that it wasn't illness that took their lives, I looked to see where the responsibility lay.
Doubtless under.
I followed the path. I arrived before the Master.
The only
He
thing in this
offered
that
me
made
the
sense.
unthinkable, eternal beauty, a life unveiled.
So you have become the servant of Dracula.
That's a privilege, Arno.
Do you know acrobatics?
In a bit,
now?
I'll leave you alone and he will approach you. Above all, don't do anything rash. Seize the opportunity.
Oh god, even at this point, this game can drown you in dialogue. Without you, I wouldn't have found the Turkish prison and would never have made it this far. Why did you help me?
Don't you know why? I really wanted you to follow the path.
No.
I did everything in my power to help you, and would have done even more if the Master had allowed it. I wanted you to join me, Arno, to share my new life.
The body that I destroyed lying in a sarcophagus. Was it an image of Dracula?
An illusion meant to make you understand it's vain to struggle against him.
Vain, you say, like blood? So Martha's death was all a fake?
I prepared a brew with plants that made me fall into a cataleptic fit. They carried me to the grave. The master took me out of it, then led me to the castle. After the final trial, the wounds on my face healed. My body was rejuvenated. I then came back to the dispensary using the identity of Maria.
Your hair color changed as well. Isn't it strange to think that some people take you for a saint?
It is. The villagers need the supernatural to help them bear their existence. They made me a saint,
I was
and the
going to,
diocese
Chief.
seized hold of the occasion. Their mistake turned out happily, since it brought you here and allowed us to meet.
Why did what? I still
Fate brought us together.
still haven't explained why you like. Is it because I'm a man, and you're a woman, and this is a video game, and that has to happen? Tell me how you passed the 7 trials.
First, I went to the Turkish prison. The
Right,
master
yeah.
learned of that. Nothing escapes him. Upon my return, he wanted to test me. One of his men came to the dispensary. I fled, but he pursued me to the broken oak. There I grabbed his weapon and shot twice.
Oh, you killed him.
I think that was when the master looked favorably upon me. I pursued my route, picking the weeds from my garden and burning my pigeon loft. Then I drank the sleeping brew to awaken in the castle. You know the rest.
Do I? Not sure I do. Thus you passed into the camp of the Moiderers.
I didn't kill, except to defend myself. That brute of an inspector, I had to kill him under the oak, I had to. But I haven't murdered anyone.
Not yet. But you serve a murderer.
No.
Dracula
a
hates
hunter.
pigeons.
The eagle and the tiger must kill to eat. That is their nature.
But becoming a tiger, or even the accomplice of a tiger, is to renounce human nature.
You won't have the choice. Facing the master, you are naked, defenseless. He speaks and you listen, trembling. Like you, I approached him
You're
with the
making this
mad
sound
idea
very
of
appealing.
combating him. How pretentious. He could have destroyed me in a breath. But instead, he chose to offer me life. I owe him everything.
Not the pigeons! To become the accomplice of a tiger. Still going. What do you know of Father Gregorio's illness? Who? Who? The church guy from the thing who helped you fight vampires?
That is, the master required that he be driven from the village. He knew many things, you see, so I did what I had to do to weaken him, without killing him.
You drank his blood? You visited his room during the night?
Do I really have to talk about it? Can't I keep some secrets?
No. This is the bit where you explain everything. I've seen Poirot. The old priest of the village. Yeah. And those dreams where I saw you.
Perhaps they were more than just dreams.
Did we smooch in the night? Did we get mad kissy?
Janos.
Who killed
To
Luke?
accomplish the trial of the sacrifice, and to get rid of a rival.
How do you know that?
What? But
He boasted of it to me.
I'm glad you had to think about it. Who killed Professor Irina Boxo?
Janos. To accomplish the trial of punishment and to steal a manuscript.
Again, it doesn't... The trial requires you have a thing from that thing? I got the things from both of those murders. Gail, you didn't need to think that long. You might have. Who stole my rope when I was exploring the Turkish prison? I'm guessing Janos.
Probably Janos.
Yeah.
I know he followed you in Turkey.
Who placed the bomb in my room?
Janos.
Janos.
He tried everything to eliminate you.
Bloody Janos. God, the more I hear about these Nazis, honestly. What happened in the dispensary?
Kruger harassed me for weeks to finish your analyses, but I always found some pretext to put off the job. So he lost patience and sent Janos to me.
Kruger attached a great deal of importance to those tests.
He wants
He
to know about
pretended to be
vampires.
looking for a serum, but he never believed the P syndrome was an illness. Imposter. He wanted the analyses to identify prey, and that way work his way up to the master. So Janos came to me escorted by one of his friends, a thug from the Iron Guard. I pretended to collaborate, but I was trying to buy time. The battery was dead. I didn't know where I'd put the acid. The Schwartz filament was burned out. I knew the master was watching the dispensary and that he would intervene. He killed the thug and knocked Janos out. We put their bodies in the coffins. That's when you arrived.
Did you see me?
Did you see me? I'm here. Hello. Hello, I'm here.
You passed right by me.
What?
I was in the storeroom behind a door hidden by wreaths of flowers.
Was Dracula with you?
Yes.
We
We
saw
were
a
waiting
brief
for one of his men
glimpse.
to come get us in a truck. He locked you into the laboratory while we loaded the coffins.
Ah.
I left without being able to speak to you, but I thought that you would read my message in the mist.
What?
Why did Dracula spare Janos?
Go to the source?
To subject him to the final trials of the path.
Oh, the river?
But you succeeded before he did.
Oh. Yeah, why are we even talking about Dracula when Janos was behind everything? This is Janos 3. I finished the analyses myself and sent the results to Kruger.
Really? You gave him a fine present. He must have understood immediately who I was and how far you had progressed on the path. Not surprising then that he came straight off to lend a hand to Janos. You must have heard them. They're up there, near the well. Furious they can't come down.
Janos, Path of the Dragon. Just what part does Kruger play? He wants to learn how to become
He's
a
one
vampire.
of the leaders of the Thule Society, of which Janos is a member.
Thule.
Do you know of a brochure called The Lords of Twilight?
Yes, I have a copy.
Yes, I looked through it at Arena Box Office.
Well, it's Kruger who wrote it, using a pen name.
Janos and Kruger are really very dangerous.
Oh no, what a shock! The Nazis are dangerous.
Not anymore, since you beat them to it. Win the Master's favor, and they will never reach their goal.
Or blow up the Master. What do you know about this Vesnitsi Foundation, which owns the dispensary?
It's the Master who controls it. Early in the century, he preferred disappearing from public life to manage his affairs secretly. A charitable foundation is an excellent cover. When I was Martha, I didn't suspect for an instant that I was working for the dragon.
So he literally set up a blood clinic. Is that the thing? Dracula disappeared from public life and then set up a blood clinic so that he could get food? Is that... You may leave now. I'm ready to meet Dracula.
Be very careful, Arno. Don't defy the Master or he'll crush you. Don't lie to him or he'll know. Answer correctly and he'll give you immortality.
Farewell, Maria.
We still have 4 pages
You
of
have
word
to
search.
succeed. Think of us.
Think of the word search. Think of the word search, Maria. They're really very dangerous, we say, based on nothing but a word, though. I guess so, actually, yeah. Yeah, our character doesn't know what the Nazis do, so... What?
Here he is.
Okay, well.
My God. Make him approach me. Very close. Then I'll be able to act.
Hey, Dracula.
You, priest. You think you're at the end of your ordeals. You are wrong. It is now that you risk the worst of them. Do not disappoint me, or else. To come unto me, you have desecrated a tomb.
Accidentally.
Burned a chapel.
Accidentally.
And poisoned a spring.
Did I?
How shall I judge your deeds?
I must find the answers he expects in order to gain his trust. And if he comes closer, I'll go for all or nothing.
Okay, well... Put a spring on fire. To get rid of rats. That's not poisoning. We burnt it. Also, I didn't burn the chapel. That just got burned while we were away. Anyway, to come unto me, you've desecrated the. How shall I judge your deeds? Only one being can judge, he who sees all and reads the secret of hearts. Kingdom Hearts? It's intentions that should be judged. I carried out all these deeds to deliver my body and soul into darkness. I had no choice. It was the only way to come to. In addition to what you've said, I burned the cross and the Bible, and I'm not ashamed of my act. Who are you to judge me? You have massacred, tortured, and betrayed your word. There's only one correct choice. I'm kind of tempted to go for the burning the cross and Bible, because we weren't ashamed of it. We did do that, and we weren't ashamed of it, because we were looking after the bird. Is that why that was in the game? So we have something we can honestly say to Dracula that he'd like. I would say it's clever if it's A, correct, and B, wasn't completely baffling at the time. I'm gonna go with that.
Perhaps you have spoken well, or perhaps you are already condemned. You shall not know until after you satisfy my curiosity. I can hear you breathing, priest. You are suffocating, are you not? I know that you do not much
6 questions.
Depths, but remain clear-headed, for if you make a single mistake, I will hang your skin on the walls of my crypt.
Okay. Poof into fart
Everyone
clouds.
treats his enemies in his own way. I used
Isn't
to
this
impale
drilling gameplay?
or drown them in the latrines. You act in a very different way.
Thoroughly.
Twice, your enemy, Janos, was at your mercy, and you spared him. Why?
So we have to be honest, but it needs to be something he likes. I like to see my enemy in a cage. No. What pleasure is there in killing a man who does not fear death? Huh? I mean, I wouldn't get pleasure from killing a man who doesn't fear death, because I wouldn't get pleasure from killing a man. Yeah, I spared Janos, and now I'm here before you. One must have supremely perverted mind to ask a question like that. Mercy is a virtue of the mighty. Twice. When was the first time? We went back for him? For his lighter? Yeah, I don't know. Fear death? What pleasure is there in killing a man who does not fear death? I don't know. I don't know what Dracula wants to hear. Yes, I spared Janos and now I'm here before you. I mean, that doesn't answer his question. I'm gonna go with that one. We'll probably get this. If there's just 6 of these, and I'm not confident in any of them, we're gonna get one wrong. So, we'll just do that.
Your answer will weigh heavily on your fate.
Yeah, I get it. You're not gonna tell me to the end.
Perhaps it pleased me, or perhaps it doomed you.
I already
Whatever
answered wrong
is
the first
true,
time.
Let us go on.
Fair enough, we'll have fun. Fuck ass, let's go.
I want to know what is on your mind.
Usually
I have
puns.
always been curious. Once, I had one of my concubines ripped open from top to bottom to see with my eyes the place I had visited.
Fuck gas.
Let us talk of our little Maria. She is beautiful. You desire her, do you not?
Yes, I desire her. One might think you were jealous. I wrestle with desire and do not allow the flesh to govern my mind. It is love, not desire, that I feel for Maria. I don't think you're capable of understanding the difference between love and desire. Do not speak of our Maria. Maria belongs to me. I don't know. I'm gonna see how many I can get right. Probably already got both. I don't think you'd like any of these. We'll go, it's love, not desire.
What a strange priest you are.
Thank you.
Dogs are afraid of you.
No.
Men insult you in hushed voices. But you hear them.
0 for 3. Nice.
Now, your hearing is keen.
What? Sorry?
And you see in the dark.
Who's
like
that?
a nocturnal beast.
Key.
You are beginning to resemble me, priest.
Can I have your coat?
Do you know why?
I have traveled the path.
Yes, as did I before you.
Yeah.
But let us see how far your knowledge stretches. Will you be able to tell me who initiated me? Who gave me immortality?
Oh, I don't remember. Your father, Vlad II, Knight of the Order of the Dragon. Lilith the Rebel. Countess Elizabeth Bathory. Yourself, you owe nothing to anyone. A hideous beast like you. You probably like that one, right? I'm gonna say that one.
You have spoken, and the words you uttered will determine
Yeah,
if you
I understand
live
the premise
or
of the
if you
quiz.
die.
I get it. You don't have to keep.
I hear your heart beat, and your arteries throb. It has been a long while since I drank the blood of a priest. Do you fear me?
Fear and respect. I do not fear you, since I have come here. You perceive my weakness, but do you know your own? Are you ever afraid? The Lord is my shield, he protects me from fear. I provoke fear, I do not fear it. I do not fear you, I'm here. 0 for 4. Nice. We're gonna get a clean sweep. By which I mean I swept the exam right off the desk. I don't fear you. I'm here.
I sense on you the odor of tears, of sweat, of blood. You suffered to come this far. Why? Tell me, priest. You can't have come with the absurd idea of fighting me.
Like Siegfried, I resolved to do anything to reach my goal. I didn't come to fight you, but to pay homage to and receive my immortality. I came to tell you that nobody is beyond pardon. I came to wrest your immortality from you, even if I must bathe in your blood to do so. I wanted to combat you, but I've realized that all weapons are powerless against you. Do I just need to flatter him? All weapons are powerless? Well, I got a bomb, so probably. Like Siegfried, I was resolved to do anything to reach my goal. That is true.
Ah, that is a good answer.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
it comes too late, for you were already
Too.
condemned. I forgive no error.
Bleh.
You behave like an earthworm.
This better be good.
And like an earthworm, you shall be crushed.
I have high hopes for you. That's not what crushing looks like. You didn't even get an ending out of that? Well, at least we don't have to do Maria's thing. Underwhelming. Underwhelming. Can I yeet bomb? I know. Yeet!
You, priest. You think you're at the end of your ordeals. You are wrong. It is now that you
Just talking with a bomb in our hands. Yeah, I'm here to be nice to you, honest.
Or else. To come unto me. You have desecrated.
Yeah.
Must find the answers.
Okay. I tried to yeet bomb at him, but maybe there was a different thing. Hang on, what if I suspend dialogue? Throw bomb! Oh, I can just sort of save here, I guess. Always rotate your saves, kids. Yeet! Yeet bomb! Chuck it! Throw! No. Okay, well, Jeeb, I humbly request that you tell me what the programmers were thinking. How shall I judge your deeds? Only one being can be judged, he who sees all and reads the secrets of hearts. Had no choice, it was the only way to come to you.
Perhaps you have spoken well.
Well, I thought you had to like it.
Perhaps you are already condemned. You shall not
I didn't really
know
want to, I just had to.
until after you satisfy my curiosity.
Yeah, that's a bad answer, I don't like that. Spared Janos and now I'm here.
Priest, you are suffocating.
So we're trying to
are you
avoid
not?
mentioning intent at all.
I know that you do not much like.
Yeah. Fart clouds.
Everyone, why?
Yeah, I did that.
You're on.
I.
Let.
Yes, I desire. We're just stating facts.
What a strange.
I have traveled the path.
Yes, as did I. Will you be?
Lilith.
You have spoken.
I do vaguely remember something about it. I don't fear you because I'm here. It's just facts. We just facts. And Siegfried.
I sense.
Siegfried is the only one that has any kind of emotion to
it. Tell me, priest.
Siegfried.
Good answer. Fortunately for you,
this is not Dracula
you will
music.
Receive the blood of the dragon without fighting, for I have judged you worthy.
The accordion gonna come in?
On your knees now, for your baptism in blood.
Okay.
To your hands, Lord, I entrust my soul.
How dare you?
What a meme.
The bell has caved in.
Or has it?
We'll never reach the crypt. Don't talk that way, Beckermeyer. Never say never.
There are tons of rocks obstructing the passage. It would take masses of equipment.
Patience. Someday we'll come back.
Dracula 3. The explosioning. London, 1942. This is the opposite of the Titanic game. We made it worse. They modeled all this? Where is it? Dracula is a rat? No. What? It's Rufus Shin?
The game is up.
Oh, yeah. No.
You're a spy in the service of the Third Reich. In August 1941, you left England carrying secret documents, which were stolen, needless to say, and met Heinrich von Kruger. A few weeks later, this same Kruger was in Romania, in your company, where you both participated in a top-secret mission.
I'm guessing he's a vampire now?
Operation D.
You seem to know a great deal, Captain Cunningham.
Yes, but what we don't know is the nature of Operation D.
T.
You will give us an explanation, I trust.
No pinky up.
Does the name Vlad Tepes mean anything to you?
Vlad Tepes, Dracula, the vampire.
You don't believe in vampires, Captain? If you had seen what I have seen, you would know that I am in deadly earnest.
Hello. Okay. Look at the change from concept art to model. Modeling's hard. So some fun accordion music now. All the budget went into that last bit. Was that? Could we have done anything else? Well, we could have become a vampire, I guess. So we should probably try that. David Gassman. Twitch, be nice. Ogvorbus. This game includes JPEG compression software. That is just the ending, right? Okay. Have the credits looped? The credits have looped. I'd expect this game to have different endings. No, but I expected it to have an ending. You know what I mean? Yeah, congrats. Nothing we did matters. Like, it's standard horror. Shush. Standard horror, you know, trope. Bad ending, things went bad, right? But nothing mattering? I guess we killed Maria. The music's nice. I described Dracula puffing into green smoke as being like a fart cloud. That feels an appropriate description of the ending, to be honest. Just fart. Just puffed into farts and disappeared on the wind. Were they expecting a sequel? They didn't get one, by the way. Well, they might have got one, because Dracula 4 and 5 do exist. But they were made way after. Music has just ended. Music's just ended. Can I... Oh, okay. Go to the gallery. Everyone want to go to the gallery? See all the cutscenes in the game, all the transitions. Shit. Ooh, the death one, we saw that enough. Bang. That was my favourite. Looked it up and that's just the ending of the game. I mean, I do at least want to get killed by Dracula. By not having a bomb. So let's try that. Just gun. Okay, so. Had no choice. Dark clouds.
I can hear you.
It's probably just, yeah, dead. I spared him and now I'm here. I desire.
What?
I have
yeah, will you?
Well, yeah, we're Lilith.
You.
Yo. Do not fear you since I've come here.
I tell.
Siegfried.
Good.
To your hands, Lord, I entrust my soul.
Oh, do I just have the bomb? It didn't matter that I was holding it.
How dare you?
But we get to hear these different quality German accents.
The well has caved in.
Verdammt! We'll never reach the crypt.
Don't talk that way, Beckermeyer. Never say never.
There are tons of rocks obstructing the passage. It would take...
Blah, blah, blah. Dracula 3. London. That guy. Right, well, should we start something else? The next game I was going to play is really kind of a one-off. So starting it's probably not a fantastic idea, but maybe. I don't know. We could get a glimpse of it, and we can also use this as a tech demo to see if it streams. Because it might not. Oof. Could just end early. But this game was such an anticlimax. Don't want the stream to be an anticlimax as well. So a quick Fools AU. There's too much material in this. Like, they really did actually try. Like, there's a lot of things that they explained at the end of like, oh yeah, this person did it was all the same person who did everything, but it reminded me of just a really, really terrible Knives Out. If that makes sense. If you've ever seen Knives Out, I won't spoil it, but it was like that, but really bad. Yeah, oops, all Janos. I feel like, yeah. I thought the idea I had that I thought the game was doing, which was that actually we're mixing up a lot of these messages. Some of these that we think are, don't get close to Dracula, oh no, protect the evil lord or whatever, actually was, this guy's turning into a vampire, which really didn't go anywhere. That we were turning into a vampire. They didn't really do any much at all. I don't really know what was up with the ghosts either. Yeah, it did not matter at all that we were turning into a vampire. I don't know whether Janos was. Did we have any clue that Janos was? Ghosts exist, they do, apparently. This is another one of those instances where I want to make a text adventure version of this and make it good. Alongside Starship Titanic, which I legitimately do still want to turn that into a good game. We made him drink blood. We're not sure that was blood. It might have been, but it might not have been. Probably was. What else? There was the whole Maria Martha thing that didn't really matter much. It didn't really explain anything. It was just a thing that happened. I'm going to put the entire Bible into your version of the game. No, I will make that a thing. I think having a kind of fun, a hint system based on the serendipity of flipping through the Bible, that feels like a neat idea. This game really just didn't. I don't know why it was there. But the idea of being able to like pick out Bible passages that act as hints to what you're supposed to do next in the game, that could be fun. It was blood and he would have rejected the other option. Okay. Interesting. We still don't know if he was a vampire, to be fair. We just know he was still looking for vampires during World War II. We might not have been a vampire. We might have just been becoming allergic to garlic. Who knows? The P virus, or whatever it was called. P strain, Project D. A lot of letters going around. P and D, mainly. What else was there that really just kind of fell flat? What was the sundial about? Why did we solve the sundial? I don't remember. Martha and Maria being the same person really didn't matter, and it's really weird none of the villagers noticed. All they thought was, oh yeah, Martha's the one with the face, the acid face. And then when someone came along who sounded exactly the same. Yeah. Because like she could have done some really cool stuff with the fact that she was trying to undermine Kruger's research. How was Kruger doing research via Dracula's dispensary? How did that work exactly? Because, like, the dispensary was set up by Dracula. So why would Dracula let Kruger? I don't know. Dracula's intentions are peculiar, let's say. Sundial was nothing. It was mentioned one time in the walkthrough, which is when you fix it and then nothing. Great, cool. We could do something with that. The murder of the person by the tree, that turned out to be nothing. It turned out to be Martha/Maria defending herself against somebody who was like, "You're turning into a vampire?" No, it was Dracula. Yeah, it was Dracula going, "You're going on the path of the dragon, and I will stop you for reasons," and said to person, and then self-defense. The idea of somebody turning into a vampire, but also kind of being like, "Oh, I don't really want to kill anyone." That's kind of a fun idea. But again, nothing really done with that. You had the local traveler woman who served, I think, almost entirely to give you a stick. It would have been nice if she was there to give you, like, the things the locals don't want to talk about. Dracula's design was not great. I really liked it when I first saw it because I was like, wow, they're going really early 2000s with this. They got the tattered trench coat thing and the black slick hair, and it's like, it's Hot Topic, but also bad Hot Topic. I can imagine them in the background of a budget, like, metal band music video, Bullet for My Valentine or something. Doesn't have anything to do with the story, but it was just so bad. Any, like, more interaction with Dracula? I know the idea of building up to Dracula is, like, fair. That's a cool idea. Boy, did that amount to nothing. Why did we go to the Turkish prison? Oh my god, that's another instance of me praising the game for something it didn't do. The thing about burning the crucifix in the Bible and being like, yeah, I did that and I don't regret it. That being a central thing of, like, him being able to tell if you're lying. But you can sort of brag and go, I burned a Bible and I don't regret it. And he's like, that's a good idea. That's you're on the right path, young lad. Meanwhile, you're like, I saved a bird. It didn't do that. That was a cool idea that I came up with. Stupid game. Building up to Dracula, cool. Making the player wonder if we're even going to see Dracula, not great. Was the Dracula we saw in the coffin room the same Dracula? I don't know why. I thought it looked like the Dracula from the first two games. Maybe I just imagined that, but yeah, like that idea. Would have picked that option. Like, it was baffling when it happened, burning the Bible and the crucifix. But, like, if you could justify it a little better, make it so that, you know, Arno's been stuck out in the snow for 3 days and it's, you know, you're getting frostbite or something and whatever. It's like last ditch attempt, and he comes across an injured animal and it's like, okay, you know, I could die for the Lord, but I'm not letting something else die. Fair enough. Just coming out of a cave and going, oh, it's nippy, let's burn my Bible. Just... It was only there for half a second, don't I? Gotta load up the save from nearby and... Yeah, that would have been nice if you could build it up in this way. I don't know, bit of storytelling. And then you could turn that into a thing at the end of the game. You didn't have to be 6 random questions. It could have just been that one. Could have just been that one to be like the big, you know, not a lie, but misleading truth. You could probably weave some other stuff in there as well. Because the rest of the correct answers in that gauntlet at the end were just facts. They were just like, yeah, I trapped Janos and I'm here now. Yes, if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't be standing here. Yeah, that didn't seem like the kind of thing Dracula wanted to hear. I don't know. Arno was so quick to burn his Bible. Said it 5 times already, but you say it again, the game could have started at so many other points than when it did. Yeah. I think maybe also you could have done it like, you're already in the town, you're already like trying to look into the sainthood of this person, you've learned a lot about them, their backstory and all that sort of stuff, everything's looking good, and then someone comes up to you and goes, actually, by the way, did you know this? And then you go through and you start learning more things, but then later there's a reveal of like, actually, this whole time you've been having weird dreams and you wanted to investigate vampires yourself. You could have the protagonist with questionable intent, who everybody thought was here to look into the saint, but actually had heard about the vampire and wanted to know what was going on in their dream. Why was he having dreams? There's a question. At the beginning of the game, he was having dreams about being stuck in a coffin, the coffin we eventually got stuck in. That was long before we went to Vladivista. Long before we met Maria. Which is why all the other vampire stuff was happening. We basically learned about Martha for a day, and then we're like, well, research is done, time for vampires, even though we have no reason to stay. I do like the idea of... I guess maybe this is a bit Final Fantasy VII kind of... Yeah, spoilers, I guess, but... the idea of, like, him being like, I need to stop Dracula, we're gonna go stop Dracula, we're gonna go stop Dracula, without realizing that the impulse to get to Dracula had nothing to do with stopping. It was just the fact that he was becoming a vampire and was instinctively following the path to get to Dracula. And so maybe there could have been a thing at the end where he was like, right, now I stop Dracula, and then he can't do it. Because it's like, no, why can't I do it? Because you're a vampire. He's turning into a vampire. Now he realizes. That could have been a thing. We'll add that to the list of things that could have been a thing. Maybe they could have spent the development time of the throw a coin at a wall mini game on something else. The incorrect probability card game. Twitch, be nice to Kiro. The disc throwing game was vital. I never thought progress in a game would be blocked by the gold saucer basketball mini game from Final Fantasy VII. Oh dear. You could do this. You could. It's not sending out messages, so. One of the ideas I'd like to do next year is I kind of like the idea of making a text adventure game. I have a few ideas, but I feel like these, like the Starship Titanic and something like this, would be like good exercises. If you just say like, okay, blitz something out like basic framework of this. I don't know. It's more frustrating when a game has potential. Like, Dracula 1 and 2, I don't know what was going on in those games. It was nonsense. It was complete nonsense. Utter absurdity. I don't know why they got made. And I'm glad they did, because I had one of the most bizarre times of my existence, and I thought my brain was melting. This had potential and was just... There were a few baffling moments. I had some good laughs. I'm making highlights of this. I'm saving the VODs. But... you'll do Starship Titanic and then tell you how to make a text game, and you'll do this one. Fair enough. We can do that. I'll teach you how to do ink. Teach you how to write ink, because it's not that difficult. If you want to do something simple. If you want to have like an inventory of stuff, it's a bit more tricky. No. If you know exactly what your inventory is going to be, that's fine. But if you want to like do arithmetic variables with numbers and stuff, it's possible, but it's not built for that. Also, it's all markup, and you can test it live, so that's fun. Learn ink. Do you remember when I played Over the Alps? That game about... I think that was about World War II as well, wasn't it? Spies in Switzerland or something. And yeah, that was a text adventure. That was written in ink. Ink is the name of a markup language by the company Inkle, who make games. And they put out their markup language for free for people to use. I think there's a Godot thing, a Godot extension. There's a Unity one, But I think there's a Godot extension for it, so you can make games in Godot using it. Yeah, the other two were fun to watch and just how absurd they were. This was just could have been a game. Very different versions of why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? The 27 different ways you can say, why is this happening? We'll find them all through old jank. But there are, so the Dracula saga, I would like to point out, the Dracula saga, there are 5 games, not including the 2 from Frogwares. And they came in, I believe, Dracula 1 and 2. They came out first, then there was a gap, then Dracula 3, then another gap, Dracula 4 and 5. So I guess next year we'll play 4 and 5 and see what they're like, because I'm guessing they're different to any of the ones we played so far, and I think they're set more in modern day. Maybe they'll be fun, maybe they'll be terrible, maybe they'll be fun and terrible. Maybe they'll be neither, like this. They call this Dracula 3, even though it's not a continuation of the other 2 games or even in the same universe. It is literally... it is a sequel to 2 games that this game considers fictional. Which is kind of interesting. You could turn that into something, but they didn't, so... I mean, I wouldn't want them to rely too heavily on that. That makes me think of Alone in the Dark 3, where you had to remember the name of a character from Alone in the Dark 2 to beat that game. Still one of the most egregious abuses of puzzle design in any game I've ever seen. What else? I mean, I've forgotten most of it. There was whole library puzzles and stuff. The library puzzle wasn't dreadful. It was actually a puzzle. It didn't really come to anything. There were the books in the inn. We never really found anything. Is that where I was supposed to find the other dragon picture, maybe? Would have been neat if they worked on the lore of the previous 2 games into this one, yeah. Maybe like some of the things that happened. You know, we saw all that through the perspective of this fictional character, Jonathan Harker, doing things. But the character could talk about the things that happened in those games and be like, well, actually, this happened, but this didn't. I also thought they were going to bring back, there was the whole thing about, like, you know, Bram Stoker, he made up a bunch of stuff. He embellished things for his story. And I got to the coffin at the end and I was like, oh, okay, which ones were made up, which ones were real? Oh, what has the game taught us? Again, that was nothing. It was just throw everything in there. So that's another thing they could have done. So yeah, Jeeb and I need to do Ink and Godot crash course. Because you can write a visual novel in Ink and then make it in Godot. So Fatal Flaw visual novel coming soon. I am the shiny manga. I should have put music on while we were doing this, but I didn't. Oh, yee. So tomorrow, I guess we're not playing Dracula 3 because that game has stopped. We will instead be playing a game that. Oh, Kiro is screaming. Twitch is not letting Kiro send anything, but they say Fatal Flaw visual novel. Yes, abso-effing-lutely. So yeah, Kiro's very happy. Gonna leave stream. Twitch not letting Kiro chat at all. Boo! Is the game the way you can make Fatal Flaw work with drawings, text, and animation? Is that too much work? I mean, the fun thing about a visual novel is you don't need that many drawings, and animation is almost minimal. So, Things to ponder. Hmm. You're doing the opposite of what I did with October Noir, where I was like, wait, I could turn this into an adventure game, and then I turned it into one of the most labor-intensive ideas I could think of. What if it had everything? Yeah, Kira would play. Kira will play Fatal Flaw visual novel. I'll look into the veracity of my claim that you could do a visual novel in ink. I imagine. I mean, well, the Beyond the Alps, that was basically a visual novel, wasn't it? What is a visual novel but a text-based game with triggers to have things happen on the screen? My illness! Yes, so tomorrow we will be playing The 10 Bells, which is an actual spoopy game. The Dark
The
gifted.
living room doors stop.
Your living room doors stop. The 10 Bells, which seems to be what if Exit 8 was set in a pub. So we're going to wander through a pub. An old British pub. And see if we can't find our way to the bar. So, yeah. Nothing weird's going to happen. I'm sure. That's why I think it's going to be a one-off. I don't know, maybe it might not even last a stream if I'm really good at spotting things. Who knows? But you could always play it again to find new stuff. Find the anomalies, one of those sorts of things. But then after that, I guess, all my plans for this year changed for spooky season. This is, I think, the third year in a row I was going to play Bioshock 2, but that got replaced by something else. Last year it was Resident Evil 4, this year it's Alone in the Dark Inferno. Need examples of visual novels that aren't dating games. Not that you're opposed to Fatal Flaw dating game, but I mean, you could do that as practice, right? Fun little Fatal Flaw dating game. Yeah. We'll go to the Winchester. Why not? Give you an example of visual novels that aren't dating games. I can give you one of the other way round. I can mention that dating sim is a genre separate from visual novel. At least in Japan. It's more a kind of management thing with like stats and numbers and stuff. But for some reason people use it to refer to dating-based visual novel. Kiro says Slay the Princess. Not exactly a dating game, and it's a visual. There we are. There's an example. Trying to think off the top of my head. You could do a murder mystery, I guess. Murder mystery visual novel. Oh, that was a thing I came up with today that I'm sure has been done, but the theming of it really stuck in my head, and I felt like I really needed to tell Cheeb and maybe Miss. I'm sure someone's done this already, but there's a an element of this that I'm really like, which is, what if murder mystery musical? And the reason I think that'll work, a murder mystery musical, is usually in a musical there's a medley, right? There's a medley at some point of songs that have come before. That would be perfect for the summing up at the end of the murder mystery, when the detective is talking about all the things that people said that actually turned out to be clues. It's a medley. So I just thought that was a really neat idea. You could do that. I came up with that completely in isolation today. I have no other information to attach to that. That's just an idea I'm throwing out there. Most visual novels you can think of are from the point of view of the player, which is not what you want. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason that they have to be first person visual novels. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the little demo I did, the little small scene I did of October Noir, that was, I mean, you were playing as October. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know many visual novels, but yeah. Kira says Scarlet Hollow, visual novel by the creators of Slay the Princess. You can date characters, but you don't need. What else? I don't know. But a mystery musical where the explanation at the end is a medley sounds awesome. That's literally the entire idea I had. So, I don't know why I was thinking. No, I do know why I was thinking of that. So I came across what's his name? Hang on, I have to look at DMs. John C. Riley. Comic actor, known for a bunch of stuff. He has, you may know him as Dr. Steve Brule from various sketches and things. He works with, no, his name's gone. Will Ferrell. He works with Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell? Sure. Anyway, John C. Riley. He has a stage show called Mr. Romantic, which is a kind of vaudeville thing. And he's recently released an album of songs that he sings in them. And he sounds like he's been plucked directly out of the 1950s. It's amazing. And very, very lovely, very chill. But it's sort of strange to sort of think of this person who I know for the stuff that he does to be doing this sort of vaudeville act just because he wants to, just because he's got a passion for it. Yeah, that guy, Kira's posted a GIF. And I watched an interview with him, and he said, you know, everybody should do things that are just kind of out of their lane. Just if you have a passion for it, just, you know, it doesn't matter if you're working as a bin man, write that poem. Doesn't matter if you're a ballet dancer, build that house, whatever. Just whatever your kind of enthusiasm is, follow that regardless of what you're currently doing now. Which I thought was kind of neat. And then my brain got onto the idea of like, if I made a stage show, what would it? And my first thought was some sort of variety show, because I like music, but I don't like shows that are just music. Like a musical seems like an interesting idea, or some sort of variety. Failing that, some sort of mystery thing. And then my brain went, musical murder mystery. That's where the idea came from. Anyway, that was a long tangent. Do you remember when I used to waffle at the end of streams? I used to do this a lot. Turns out I still theoretically got the ability to do this. I just need to have actual thoughts, right? I need to not spend my day just doing stuff. I need to actually have thoughts. And then I have things to say on stream. With a Fatal Flaw visual novel, you'd actually have no clue where the gameplay would come in. I mean, you could come up with a linear narrative to just mess around with, and then as you're writing it, come up with alternative ideas, ways that character interactions could go one way or the other, and just let it grow organically. And then pair, and then grow, and pair, and grow, and pair, and grow. Pear as in cut down. Prune, probably about it. Pear and prune, they're both fruit, and they both mean to cut back. Yeah, that's interesting. Grow a pear, exactly. Grow a pear, grow some prunes. I call parsnips snips. That's kind of works. But anyway, I think I've probably waffled enough. Time to leave you be. I'll be back with Spooks tomorrow. Spooky's pub times. As I occasionally go, ugh. Actually, I don't go, ugh. I just sort of go. I did a thing, you can't see it. You can't see me do the thing, but the fact that there was no noise indicates that you won't hear. There'll just be a gap. Have to do a separate game experiment first because you have no idea how to think in games. Exactly, you've got to... The first step to making games is to just prating about. That's the first thing you should do. Well, the first thing you should do in any creative field, I think, is just you need to prat about first. Don't think about making a finished product. You know, when you first learn to draw, you don't think, right, Mona Lisa, let's go. You just doodle, have fun. Doodle in games. Learn the mechanics and doodle in games. That's what I did. Used to make loads of Flash games, silly things, platformer, point and click, etc., etc. I will teach you how to doodle games so we can mess about in ink. And then Goddo. Goddo was a bit intimidating when you first started. Okay. It's got search functions, which is the best. Also, I got an email the other day from Unity saying, please update your Unity engine because we found there's a massive security bug in all of the ones we've had so far. It's like, oh, that company's doing well. So don't worry, when Chaos Chess eventually comes out, it will not have that security bug. Chaos Chess coming soon. And then after that, another game. I can't wait to work on another game. Same with music. Finish Thunk so I can work on something else. What's the ink thing called? Ink. If you go, hang on, I'll get the company's called Inkle. They produce the markup language Ink, and you can get Inky, which is a standalone editor for Ink. So let me get that. Blah 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 blah. Ink. Boom. Inkle Studios, Ink. And it's entirely in a text editor. So it's a markup language rather than a programming language. So everything's in a text editor, and if you download Inky, it's just a text editor that live updates your game as you type, which is really neat. So you can try it out. Cool stuff. I'll have to remind myself how to use it, but the syntax is relatively straightforward to get started. And it has like little tutorials built into it. Cool. So yeah, download Inky if you want to mess about. They used to have a web editor, but they got rid of it. Yeah. Download Inky. Have fun. Mess about. Be silly. Speaking of messing about, I'm going to mess about elsewhere. And by mess about, I mean have a shower. Very exciting. Yeah, thanks for being. I hope everybody had a lovely. If anybody's lurking, hope you had great. Anybody's watching the VOD, hope you had an also great. Remember to... I'm trying to think of a lesson to take from Dracula 3, and all I can really think of is don't. Remember, don't. Points at Dracula 3. Don't. Thanks for playing the game where nothing we did mattered. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Have a lovely week.